Have you ever looked at a hammerhead shark and wondered why their head is shaped like that? Their shape is so unusual that when you see one, there's really no mistaking what kind of fish it is. But that doesn't necessarily make it a good thing. Not because of their distinct look. Hammerheads are often targeted by fisheries. And because they're slow to mature, they aren't able to bounce back from overfishing. So some species have been classified as endangered. So let us start with a review of the facts about hammerhead sharks. Before we get into all the reasons why their head might be shaped like a frying pan, there are 9 species of hammerhead sharks alive today, all belonging to the family Sphyrnidae. The name comes from the Greek word for hammer, sphera. They're most commonly found in coastal waters of the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, as well as the Gulf of Mexico and the Mediterranean Sea. The name isn't just for show. These guys can grow to be massive. The great hammerhead can reach lengths of up to 6 meters, while the scalloped hammerhead maxes out around 4 meters long. As far as weight goes, the largest species, the smooth hammerhead, can weigh up to 850 kilograms. Now, this is significantly heavier than the largest living whale shark, which is around 215 kilograms. But remember, the whale shark is much longer. Hammerheads aren't picky eaters. They'll eat almost anything they can find, including other fish, squid, shrimp, crabs, eels, stingrays, sea turtles, jellyfish, and even plankton. In other words, they're apex predators.
Hi.
Like many sharks, they're also slow to reach sexual maturity. Most species don't start maturing until they're somewhere between 12 and 15 years old. Even then, they only reproduce every 2 to 3 years. This slow reproduction, combined with their tendency to live in shallow coastal waters, makes them particularly vulnerable to human activity. At least 6 species are currently threatened. Now that we've established how awesome and terrifying these creatures are, let's talk about the shape of their head. Why is it so weird? Well, it turns out that their odd head shape may actually be an adaptation to help them find prey. The extension on the front of their head is basically a bunch of specialized sensory organs packed into a thin, flat surface. It's sort of like a multi-tool with 6 different functions, except instead of being used for ordinary tasks like cutting and sawing, it's used for detecting chemicals, sensing nearby objects, navigation, and electroreception. You heard that right. Hammerheads have a 6th sense that helps them detect the weak electrical fields generated by living things. Most animals, including humans, generate a weak electrical field as they move through the water. This is due to the movement of ions across cell membranes. Basically, it's a natural byproduct of being alive. Since hammerhead sharks are apex predators, this ability could help them find prey hidden in the sand or lurking in the darkness. But that's not all. The shape of their head may also help them keep track of where they're going. Many sharks can sense the Earth's magnetic field and use it to navigate over long distances. However, they can't always rely on the magnetic field, for example when they're close to shore, buildings. Power lines and other man-made structures can interfere with their ability to sense the magnetic field. Instead, under these conditions, they may rely on visual landmarks to navigate. Scientists think that the hammerhead's unusual head shape might just be an adaptation to help them do this. The shark's eyes are located at the end of the hammer, which means that they have an extremely wide field of view. Some species have upward-facing eyes, which allow them to see well in shallow, murky water. Others have downward-facing eyes, which may help them spot prey from above. Either way, their eyes are much better suited to life in shallow water than the rounded heads of most other shark species. It's pretty amazing that a change in head shape can have so many benefits. But there's still a lot we don't know about sharks. Take the goblin shark, for example. We recently found out that it has translucent skin, which may help camouflage it while it's hunting prey in the depths of the ocean. So it turns out that weird can be good.